Welcome back to the Bell Curve. Today we're diving into a game that's not just a classic, but one that's incredibly special to me. Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island on the Super Nintendo. This game takes me right back to Christmas 1997. I can remember Christmas morning, opening presents under the tree, lights twinkling, and I pull out two SNES cartridges, Yoshi's Island and Super Star Wars. I was absolutely thrilled. Both games were brilliant, but Yoshi's Island, it just captured something in me that's hard to put into words. And here's where I might stir up some debate. I actually prefer it over Super Mario World. So let's take a trip back to 1995, or 97 for me, to explore why this game is an absolute gem. Let's start with the basics. Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island dropped in North America in October 1995. Crafted by Nintendo's legendary EAD team, with Takeshi Tezuka directing and Shigeru Miyamoto producing. Coming off Super Mario World, expectations were sky high, but instead of another Mario platformer, Nintendo gave us something completely fresh. This time, Mario's not the star, Yoshi is. And not just one Yoshi, but a whole crew of colourful dinosaurs, all working together to save baby Mario and his kidnapped brother Luigi. The story's got this charming fairy tale quality. A stork's delivering the Mario twins when Kamek, Bowser's sneaky sorcerer, swoops in and snatches Luigi. Baby Mario falls to Yoshi's Island. From there, the Yoshis take turns carrying him across the island to reunite the brothers and stop Kamek. It's a simple setup, but it's told with so much heart, and it sets the stage for a game that feels unlike any other Mario title. The art style is like flipping through a children's storybook. Crayon drawn, wobbly lines, vibrant colours, every level feels handcrafted, with little details like swaying flowers, fluffy clouds, or goofy Shy Guys waddling around. This was all thanks to the Super FX2 chip, which pushed the SNES to do things we'd never seen before, like rotating platforms, scaling sprites, and massive bosses that fill the screen. Back in '97, when I popped that cartridge into my SNES, I was blown away. I'd played Super Mario World, and yet, it's gorgeous in its own way with those clean, blocky sprites, but Yoshi's Island, it's like a living painting. The backgrounds aren't just there, they're bursting with life. Take World 1-1. Make eggs, throw eggs. You're running through fields with smiling flowers, and it feels like you're inside a hazy dream. For me, that's where it edges out Super Mario World. It's got this creative spark that's just magical. The gameplay is where Yoshi's Island really shines. If you played Super Mario World, you know Yoshi as Mario's sidekick, but here he's the star, and he's got a whole new moveset. No spin jumps or tanuki suits, instead you're fluttering, ground pounding, and throwing eggs. Yoshi's tongue lets him gobble up enemies and turn them into eggs, which you can aim with a cursor to hit switches, grab coins, or take out enemies from afar. It's such a clever twist on platforming, and nailing a tricky egg shot feels so satisfying. The controls are tight but have this floaty natural feel. That flutter jump where Yoshi flails his little legs to stay in the air, total lifesaver. I remember spending hours in '97 mastering that move to reach high platforms or dodge those annoying spiked enemies. And then there's Baby Mario. If you get hit, he floats off in a bubble, crying his head off, and you've got a few seconds to grab him before Kamek's goons snatch him. The level design in Yoshi's Island is next level. Each of the 6 worlds has 8 stages, and every single one feels unique. You've got sunny fields, snowy mountains, spooky caves, and even a jungle with waterfalls. The variety shows great attention to detail, and the game's always throwing new mechanics at you, like turning Yoshi into a helicopter or a submarine for short bursts. What sets Yoshi's Island apart is how it rewards exploration. Every level's packed with secrets, red coins, flowers, and stars to boost your health. Getting a perfect score of 100 on a stage feels like a badge of honour. Back in '97, I'd replay levels over and over, trying to find every last collectible. It wasn't just about beating the game, it was about trying to master its secrets. Compare that to Super Mario World, where the focus for me was more on getting to the end of a level. I like that game, don't get me wrong, but Yoshi's Island feels deeper, like it's inviting you to savour every moment. Yoshi's Island delivers some of the most memorable fights on the SNES. Thanks to that Super FX2 chip, you're facing off against giants like Naval Piranha or Prince Froggy, who swallows Yoshi and Mario whole. He also has the best death sprite to ever be put in a video game. Each boss has a unique gimmick, and figuring out how to use your eggs or the environment to win is so rewarding. Koji Kondo's soundtrack is an absolute winner, the main theme is incredibly catchy, every track fits the mood perfectly, from the playful tunes of the early levels to the eerie tones of castle stages. So why do I love Yoshi's Island so much? It's not just the visuals or the gameplay, it's how it all comes together to create something truly special. The game took risks. Nintendo could have made a Super Mario World sequel, but instead they gave us a whole new perspective with Yoshi as the hero. The game's creative, it's polished, and it's packed with charm. Playing it in '97 alongside Super Star Wars was like getting two different flavours of SNES greatness, but Yoshi's Island was the one I kept coming back to. It's not without some issues, however. The overall game difficulty could be considered low, the crying of Baby Mario can begin to grate after a while, and some later levels slow the pace down. But these are small gripes in a great game. It spawned sequels like Yoshi's Story on the N64 and Yoshi's New Island on the 3DS, though none quite captured the original's magic. It's been re-released on the Game Boy Advance, Wii U, and even the Nintendo Switch Online service, so you can still play it today. Whether you were a kid unwrapping it for Christmas like me, or a retro gamer revisiting it now, Yoshi's Island feels timeless. From its storybook visuals to its egg-tossing gameplay and unforgettable music, this game is a Super Nintendo masterpiece. It's the game that defined my Christmas of 1997, outshining even the lightsaber-swinging action of Super Star Wars. It's got an edge over Super Mario World for its creativity and gameplay. But what about you? Are you Team Yoshi's Island or Team Super Mario World? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let me know your favourite Yoshi's Island level or memory. Subscribe to the Bell Curve for more retro reviews, and hit that bell so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for joining me on this dynamite trip back to Yoshi's Island on the SNES. Keep those eggs flying, and I'll catch you in the next retro adventure.